So I know you know what points, lines, planes, segments, and rays are. You studied that in 5th and 6th grade. Where I see a lot of the mistakes, though, every year as we go through this topic, is in the naming process. There is a specific way we name these things so that everybody, whoever names a line or a plane or a segment or a ray, knows what the other person is talking about. So we're going to walk through in this video a couple of different things to watch out for when you name, some common mistakes and some of the rules here. So first of all, for points, one of the common mistakes everybody makes is they just write this symbol here. This is a drawing, okay? Not the name. You don't draw a little dot and then write the A. You write the word point, okay? So write point. If you want to get lazy, you can write PTA, point A like that. There are two ways you can name a line. The most common way is to take 2 points on the line and draw a little symbol, a little line above those 2 letters. This can be reversed. So if you have BC, a different way to name the same line is CB. Now you have to be careful there because sometimes I will ask you to give me 2 different lines. And if you give me BC and CB, you gave me the same line. Another way to name this is less common, but sometimes they will give you a line like this, and they won't give you any points on it, but they'll just put this letter here. Notice there's no dots next to this J. That means that this is the name of this line, line J. So you can just write that. Same thing down here. Notice there are no points around P here. So that's just telling you, since there's no points, there's no dots there, that's telling you this is plane P. That's the name of the P, or of the plane then. The other way you can name this is to take 3 points. 3, not 4, not 2, not 1. 3. And name them and write plane DEF or FED or FDE. It doesn't matter the order. What matters is that there are 3 of them. Same thing up here. I do have a couple of people, if there are 3 points on the line, sometimes they'll put A, B, C. You don't need that 3rd letter. For a line, it's 2 points. For a plane, it's 3. So keep that straight. Remember, only 2 points needed to kind of define that line. There are 3 points needed to define a plane. For a segment is very, very similar to a line. Again, order doesn't matter here. What does matter is you have this little, notice no arrows on the end. That's showing that there are segments. Some people draw the dots on the end. That is fine if you want to do that. Array is a little bit different. It's slightly different. Notice it's still 2 letters, so lines, segments, rays all kind of go in the same class together. They're all made up of points. You only need 2 of them. Except with a array, look at the definition here. Notice it says it starts at 1 point. So one of those points is the starting point. So the order does matter here. If I wrote JK, that is wrong because J is not the starting point. So the first letter you write should be the letter you're starting with. And then the second letter kind of is just to tell us what direction the ray is going. So this is telling us right here that it starts at point K and heads off in the direction of J. J is another point on the ray. Another mistake I see here a lot of times, a lot of people who put the arrow to the left. That does not work. That is not the correct way to do it. Make sure your arrows point to the right as if you were reading a book. There are some basic rules for naming points, lines, planes, segments, and rays. Do example 1 now in your notes, and when you think you have that correct, go ahead and do the first check-in.